Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm going to quickly share this over to all the links that I share it to, and then we will start with our diamond painting. I am really looking forward to this diamond painting getting done. It is so pretty. Okay, so we've got everything done here. Everything looks good here. And okay, here we go. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go to this. Let's first say here, this is an 18 plus channel and the images company websites are shared for informational purposes only. We do not promote the sale or purchase of any items, especially to those under the age of 18. Okie dokie. Let's see where we're at. And here we go with that. And let's see, we do have one more thing to share. If you'd like to support me financially on YouTube, you can through super sticker, super chat, memberships, and membership gifting. That and any and all is greatly appreciated, even though it is not required. I'm going to put in a little background music here. I hope you guys can hear that. And let's go ahead and start our diamond painting. Let me listen real quick and make sure how this levels sound. So, whoops, let me get my headsets on here. Okay, how come I do not hear the music? Let's... Okay, there we go. Some nice little jazzy background music while I'll be working here. So awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just start this diamond painting because at 5 o'clock I'm going to be over at Agent Atwood Gaming's channel watching the game, the story of us while he plays it, and talk about I've never watched the game, never watched the series, so it's fascinating and I really am enjoying it. So I hope to see you guys there at 5 o'clock. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and get started here with this. We're going to pick a number. What number shall it be? I'm not going to peek. Let's not peek. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. We're just going to dump one out. What number is it? You're going to be doing section 5. We're going to be working on this section way up here. So let's drop this down a little bit and right here. So let's go ahead and bring down the camera so it can really focus on this section here. Let's tighten this up. Let's arrange this just so that it's the right angle. There we go. So we're going to be working on this section right here. Number 5. Okie doke. Let's peel this off here. Here we go. Come on. Bring it down just a little bit. So section 5. I'm wondering about turning it sideways like this because I hate leaning on it and I don't want to mess up any of the stuff. So here we are. We're going to start with number 2, I think. I think number 2 is really a big number, big amount. It's the black. So we're going to go ahead and take some from here. I'm just going to leave this number 2 in this cart, in this container, because I think we're going to pretty much be using 2s in every section that we work on. So we'll get the 2s here. And hey, buddy, how are you doing today? Hope you are well. So let's go ahead and move this down a little bit like this. Here we go. So section 2, I'm wondering if I should make it a little closer here. Let's see if we can bring it down just a little bit without, whoops. There we go. We have Fallout Dave. Hello. I had, I made me some veggies. I had me some broccoli for lunch. I'm working on, make sure I don't, hopefully I won't hit anything here. So here we go. I really don't like working at an angle, at the wrong angle. I like it up and down, but I can't really see it. So to let you guys know, I put wax in all of my pins before we started, so that they would be ready to go. Put one more, do a 3. Sideways, it's weird. Sideways, the 2s and the 5s look a lot alike, and my eyes don't want to differentiate. So, Buddy says, I'm pretty cooked from running and pitching practice, to be honest. Well, you chill, and if you fall asleep, fall asleep. Have a good rest. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. I'm going to have to do it long ways. I cannot look at it sideways. I thought I could, but I can't. I dropped something. I heard it fall. I felt it hit. I don't know what it was. I think it was a pin. Nope, I don't know what it was. I don't know what fell. But we're just going to work on it like this. It'll just be easier. So much better. I can actually see the numbers and not have to fight making sure I don't put in the wrong number. So at 5 o'clock over on Agent Atwood's channel, I'm going to be watching The Story of Us, him playing that game. And it's really fun, a very interesting game. I don't know if I could play it. I'm not good at those kind of games, but it's very fun to watch. So I will be ending, so I have time to get set up for that show. If you haven't, Buddy, if you can, I know, or Fallout Dave, either one of you, if you could put Agent Atwood Gaming link in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. I hear doors and I swear they're in my driveway, but I know they're not. My hearing is hypersensitive today. The Last of Us is pretty good. Part 2 is not so much. Gameplay is okay. Story brings it down for me. Did I say I was going to play Fallout 4? No, I did not. I actually tried playing Fallout, and I get just so distracted. I tried doing it. It was actually the first game I actually tried to play. And it wasn't that it was bad. It's just that I'm just not a good game player. I get distracted real easy. Is the music level okay? The gaming one, The one that's gaming. So Agent Atwood Gaming, I believe it's called. Dave, it's not that I can't be taught, it's I totally get, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just kind of oops. It's so funny. I realize that I wear my rings sometimes and sometimes I don't wear my rings. I take them off when I go out or I'm going to like on vacation and things like that because they don't fit me right. And I'm afraid I'm going to lose them. No, there's not a stream link because he does it from his PlayStation and they don't do links in advance. But if you could put the channel out, then people can go over there and sub to his channel if they want to before the stream. That's one thing that sucks about doing gaming sometimes on some channels. You can't set it up in advance. Being able to do it on the computer, I can set it up through YouTube, which is nice. And then I can pick up the stream on my OBS. So that's nice. So we've done all the 2s. Just kind of moving them around a bit. And the next letter we'll be doing is V. Okay, so that's all the 2s. We'll set that one up here because I'm going to continue. I'm going to write on here a 2 so that I know what it is. Because we're just going to keep putting the 2s in there. So let's see. What are we going to do next? Let's do puppy bobby dubby dee beep. Let's go ahead and do 1s. Since we're in the this number 1, we have 1s, and I don't think we have any 3s or 4s, so we'll work on the 1s. I'll use one of these big trays here. So what are these kind of browns? Quite pretty, actually. You should, hey, say a name we cannot pronounce. He says, stick to the instructions, Mrs. Dadman. Otherwise, instead of a dragon, we're going to get a buffalo. And we're going to name it Bill. Let's go for that Buffalo Bill. Can do that. Welcome, missed you this morning. I hope everything's okay. Do my little singles first here. Then we'll do 3. Then we'll do 4. And he says, you should always wear your rings, Mrs. Dadman, especially if they're rings of power. So thank you guys for putting out those links for me. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't gone over and sub to Agent Atwood, it would be appreciated. He's a friend of mine, and he's trying to get to 100 subs. I think he's at, well, last I looked, he was at 40. So if you could go over there if you haven't subbed already and sub, I would appreciate it a lot. So there we are. We've done the ones. So we're going to put the ones back in here. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and go with 5s next. We got 5s, 6, and 7s. 5, 6, and 7s. I don't see, and we have a couple 8s. So we're going to go ahead and do the 5s first. 5s are this lovely pink. It's a lovely pink. So here's 5. I'm going to make a little wall installation with all my different dragons. I recently bought a set of Nightmare Before Christmas diamond paintings, and it came with 6 diamond paintings, and I was like, well, we'll see if they look bad or not, because I'll return them if they look bad. But they did not look bad, so I'm going to try doing them. I don't know what I'm going to do with a buttload of Nightmare Before Christmas paintings, but I'll have them. Is the music too loud? Yes, I agree with you. I wish there was a way you could do at least a search, and maybe if you typed in a few letters, there might be a way you could do it that way. But I agree, if you could do you could I guess I could say if you could favorite some of them, but when you sub to them, I guess that is kind of like you favoriting them. But yeah, there's a lot. I have a lot of channels too, and sometimes it's hard for me to find someone. Five and S look a lot alike. Try saying that. Apparently, I'm having issues with it. The background color is the only thing that really differentiates it. So there's our 5s. Okay, so after 5s, we're going to work on 6s, because 6 comes after 5. Hey, Figgy! Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. And I'm hoping you're meaning that you can't listen, but that you all can hear me. I hope that's something I think I understand what you mean. But thank you for supporting. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your channel a lot today. It's been a crazy morning. My morning show, all my slides and everything, which I know I did. I copied over them for Wednesday's show instead of making a Wednesday one. So I had no show today, and I figured that out 15 minutes before the show started. So I was scrambling crazy to get that done, and then I felt like I was behind. I didn't get something to eat, and I was starving. So I apologize for not hanging out at your show more. You guys go over to Figgy Plays channel, and if you haven't subbed, please do. So fun to watch. I do enjoy listening to her play. It's fun. She's very chill. And as you can tell, I like chill. Chill is good. I believe that's all the 6s. I apologize, my throat is... You can only do it through your mobile app or tablet or phone. Yeah, that's what sucks. I don't watch it a lot on those. I watch it on my computer. We're going to do 7 now. This is going to be just so pretty when it's done. So I put 7 in here. But I see that there's a few 8s, so I am just because I want to, because the 8s are bothering me. I'm going to go ahead and put the 8s on, because there's not that many of them. I think there's like 3. I left out a 5. Let me go ahead and do this 5. See, these 5s and these S's right here, they look so close. The only way I can really tell the difference is the color of the square. So I know that these are 5s because they're pink. Any other before I put this one up? So I'm going to go ahead and do the 7s now. Mine sometimes show the live channel. Sometimes they decide not to. And that's a little frustrating, I will say. So we're going to work on the 7s here. Once again, this multi-placer tool is pretty cool. It helps a lot. And some people don't like them because they say they're not accurate. And I agree. You have to fudge and smoosh them around a little bit. But I tell you, it's a hell of a lot easier than placing them one at a time. I would not be diamond painting if I had to do that. The fact, you know, and there's some people that don't use multi-placers, and they haven't, you know, as soon as I figured out how to use them, at first I was doing singles and I said, nope, this isn't going to cut it for me. And I started messing around with these and kind of figuring them out. I was like, okay, I like these. And I bought me a nice set of them. The plastic ones are, they are what they are. YouTube channels are like friends. If you have so many you can't find the ones you prefer, then you need to get rid of some of them. That's funny. But I don't have like hundreds and hundreds. I don't know how many YouTube channels I have. How many YouTube channels do I have? Let me see if it tells you. Oh, it doesn't tell you how many you have total. But I don't have a ton, but I watch. I'll pop over to them, quite often. Not every week, but at least, once every couple months, I'll go to pretty much every channel that I've subscribed to. And if I haven't, some of them I have deleted. So I think we are done with the 7s. We're going to have a lot of A's. A. Okay, so A's are the next number 9 because we've done the 8s. So we have A, C, D, and F's. And I think A's and F's are the only ones here. So we're going to go ahead and They have a brush that you can use. I find just taking one of these pens that doesn't have any wax in it, I'll just do it and then I just kind of tap. It seems to work. Oops, let's make sure these are closed fairly properly. Oh well, here's some wax. Oh, it's on the bottom here. It's on the bottom of this tray. Sorry for you guys seeing my arm. There we go. Oh, it's the wax that fell. Where did the wax go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to do A's, which are 9s. And then we have a couple F's, which are 12. So I'm going to go ahead and do the few F's. I get these A's. So we have a couple F's, which are down in here. And F's are the 12 container. So let me go ahead and grab some of them. Put them in their spots. I tell you, when you don't eat carbs, I don't know, I am hungry a lot. I'm only going to do this for like about 5 days to kind of kickstart my mentality. I took, and what happened, I just started eating carbs, which is not a problem. You should have carbs. Carbs are important. But I kind of went a little crazy. And so I got to kind of say, hey, brain, you don't need carbs. I was going through a lot of stressful stuff. And so I have found that I am a stress eater. And I usually can, I am aware of it. It's not that I'm not, but I knew what I was doing. And so it's like, okay, we need to not do this. So let's get ourselves back on track. So I kind of have to just reset my brain. And that means give me a couple days of no pasta, no noodles, no bread, no potatoes. And I'll do that for about 5 days to a week. Then I'll go back and start eating sensibly again. Yeah, I do hate that they do not update the live channels, buddy. That's frustrating to me. Sometimes I refresh and it still doesn't update it. Exactly. If they just went live, they won't show up for a bit. It's frustrating. That, I will say, that is frustrating. Come on. Okay, so there's all the A's, and we just have V's and S's to do. I know these are not all where they're supposed to be, but we will work on them. So we have S's and V's, which is 20 and to 23. So we'll do S's first. Because I don't know, going in alphabetical order somehow pleases me. Politics says it's in the desktop too. I never saw, but I guess I hadn't clicked on all subscriptions. Oh, but doing the ordering thing. So let's see, what are we doing here? We are going to be doing V's, and V's are, I'm sorry, we're going to do S's, and S's are 20. We're going to do these few S's here. There's an orange. Let's see if we can figure out where this orange goes, because there's like a bunch of oranges here. I think it's that one. It is now. 20 is another predominant color on this painting. This blue is just gorgeous. But he says, I knew you were going live and were not displayed in my live after refresh. So I went to your channel page and your icon showed live. So I clicked on that. Yeah, I do that a lot. I do that a lot too. If I know someone's live, and I just sometimes just end up going to their page. YouTube does not always make it easy to find creators. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, you can. I thought, oh great, I've not been showing the painting. If you guys ever notice that I've veered off and you can't see what I'm actually working on, say something in the chat. I'll probably notice the chat sooner than I notice the StreamYard. There's an orange one stuck on here, so we're gonna put that in here. So that's the 20s. And so we have V's, which I believe are 23. And they are a kind of a reddish, purpley red. Quite pretty. Quite pretty. Can't tell if that's the right way or not. Let's see this. Excuse me. Okie doke. Do the 6th first. So we finished section 5. So yes, there's not a lot. There's gappy things where they're not supposed to be, but I'll work on straightening them near the end. And sometimes I'll just look at it and I'll putter with them off camera. Okay, so let's see what number we're going to do next. Here we go. I am not looking at all. Shaky, shaky, shaky. We're going to take this number, whatever this number is right here. We're going to do 13. 13 is right there. Right smack dab in the middle. Here we go. So 13. I lost the cap to my X-Acto knife, so I used a pen cap, and that clever of me. So here is 13. I actually think it fits better than the original cap. So here we are with 13s. So I'm just going to start with S, which is 20. So here we are. Where are we working? Right there in the middle. Does the music sound okay? And hey, Phantom Outsider, it's okay. I don't watch the baseball. How did they do? I hope you got everything done that you needed to get done. I'm glad you're here today and right now. Does the music sound okay? I keep asking because I can't hear it. So the Yanks crushed the Mariners. Okay, I guess that makes you happy. That's good. Oh, good. Thank you. I thought music would be good for because I'm not always chatting, and knowing that there's kind of something to there that's not annoying. Excuse me. I don't know why I did that and not do 4. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. What was the player's name? I thought I saw something about that, but I don't know. I didn't. I don't follow the sport, so it didn't connect. Yeah, Wood, how you doing? Can't wait till 5 o'clock. It's going to be fun. At 5 o'clock, we're going to be over at Agent Atwood's gaming channel, and he's going to be playing some The Story of Us. I see I've got the title now in my brain, so hopefully I will continue to say that. And I'm going to be commentating and watching it. I have never watched the series, played the video game, or anything, so it's fairly new to me. Well, it's not fairly new. It is new to me, isn't it? It was rather a stupid statement. What is it? The Last of Us? Oh, The Last of Us. Crap! I thought I was doing so good too. The Last of Us, everybody. Whatever he's playing, I'm watching. I don't know the title. The Last of Us. And you know, it makes sense, The Last of Us, because there's like civilization is going to hell because of these virus or something. So The Last of Us, it makes sense. I outthink myself because I get ready to say The Last of Us. I go, oh, no, that's not it. It's the story. What is The Story of Us? There is something in The Story of Us, isn't there? I don't know. I get so confused. But anyway, it's The Last of Us, guys. Just ignore me. Whatever I say, think something else and it'll be correct. So I think that's all the S's. All the S's. So we're done with the S's. I'm going to do R's next, which are 19. Let me dump these in here. But I didn't say that. I said, at least I did 4 words, The Story of Us. Oh, wow. I get so confused. I live in a state of confusion, guys. Oh, wow. Osvaldo Cabrera. Oh, they had to remove him from an ambulance. I think I saw a press conference and someone asked something about him. I don't know why I saw the press conference, but I did. It was obviously a recording. It was a, playback, but so we're going to be doing R's. R. We're going to be like a pirate and throw around the R's today. Guys, I just ate and I am hungry. I had a big old thing of carrots and broccoli. And it was a humongous bowl too. I mean, I'm not kidding. It was a big bowl. Looks like we have a bunch of us here. And yes, I hope you guys can make it over to the show. It's really fun. I'm very happy there's not a lot of confetti. That even though there's a lot of colors there, that you could use the multiplacer quite often in when you're placing them. Okay, so we got the R's, then we're going to do 18, which is the Q's. I'm going backwards, yes. I don't know why I'm going backwards, but I am. So 18 is Q, so we're going to be doing some Q's here. So there's a lot of blues here. So that's what we're doing a lot of. So here we go. Q. Q, 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 Q. Just trying to look for the ones that are singles. think all the rest are multi-placers, so here we go. 3 and a 2 and a 3. Oh, I left one. I believe that's all the Q's. There are no N's, which is 17. So we'll go, let's see what's after Q. T, U's, or V's. There are no T, U's, or V's that I see. If there's a couple U's, we'll grab them and just take them out of the container. So we got a couple U's. It looks like that's... Oh, I left a whole section of Q's. Gosh darn it. I am not going to dump this back out. It's going to be annoyingly, but we're going to do it this way. See how many of these we got. So let's place these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Well, that was not as difficult as I thought it would be. There's one thing they say that you need to worry about sometimes with drills is static. I fortunately have not had to deal with that yet. So I will look up solutions if I ever have to do that. Some I've seen is that they use dryer sheets, and they come in little pieces, and they put the dryer sheets inside the drills, and they say that that helps. But I don't know. I don't know. So, like I say, I haven't really had a problem with that. So we're going to do U's, and U's are 22. So we're going to grab a couple. We only need a couple, so we'll use a single here. I can't even always place them perfectly when I use a single. So, okay, so that's the U's. V's or W's. Do I see any V's or W's? I do not, but there's a bunch of 4's I missed. And there's some S's that I missed. S's. I know in my heart now that S's are 20. Because I know S's are 20s and 2's are the blacks. I left out 3's too. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking, guys? Let me dump some 3's in here. We'll do the 3s and then we'll do the 4s. And I flat out said to you guys, there's no 3s or 4s. Gosh, I'm so silly. Totally missed them. So here are the 3s. Bum. So that's the 3s. Let's go ahead and we'll do the 4s. I sometimes wonder where my brain is. I got you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out, even though you can't really listen. I appreciate that. I put on some jazzy music to enjoy while I have my little silent moments of, I don't know what, I'm just quiet. I think I like it. I think I like the music. I cannot hear it while we're playing, while I'm here, because I don't have headsets on, and I don't want to put headsets on. And I can't have the speaker on, because then I would have echo with my voice. If I was just doing the music, I could turn it on and listen to it. But since I'm mic'd, I can't. So I don't know what the music sounds like. I mean, I know what it is, but I can't hear it. And it kind of makes me sad, because I really would like to listen to the music. But I don't want to wear headphones. So we are trusting that if it sounds bad, yeah, no headset till I have to. They start hurting my head. So there we go with the 4s. So we've done the, let's see, the 24 is the, so we have, do we have V's? No, we have X's. So we have UVW. So the next one we're going to do is X. So we're working down the number to the bottom of the chart. So we have 4. So the X's are 25. Here we go. Before I started, I cleaned, I'm sorry. I cleaned all my trays with alcohol to get any sticky off of them, and I think it's helped. Because you get wax on them, and it's surprising how it becomes very not slippery or sticky. So they are with the X's. There's one Y over here in the corner, and there's a 4 I missed. So we'll go ahead and get the Y and the 4. The Y is 26. So the Y, like I said, there's only one Y, and Y is 26. So we're going to just pull that out of here. Put that over here in this corner. And like I say, I saw a 4, so we're going to grab a 4. Hey, Sci-Fi Mombi. So there we go. Yeah, X's and O's. So, okay, so we have the X's. So we're going to do the Z's now. Z is 27. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat or any comments. If I have, I apologize. I'm doing my best. We're saying hellos to people. That's nice. It's nice to say hellos to peoples. For those who kind of want to see what the final product's going to be, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Do a 1, 2, and a 1, 2. I believe that's all the Z's. Oh, there's some up here. Okay, that's fantastic. Like I said, I'm really excited. I am enjoying watching the show and him playing it. It's really fun. So you guys want to go there? He's really good. He's good at what he does, guys. We can show him some love. Get some people to go over there and support him. That would be fantastic. And this is just a side note, but in maybe late September, early October, we are going to be doing the 13 horror nights, 13 horror movies of Halloween. So we're going to watch 13 horror movies that I've never seen, which is really easy to do because I have not seen a lot of horror movies. So I mean, even some of the basic ones. So we're gonna be watching Halloween, Friday the 13th, Scream, Nightmare Before Christmas. I have not seen any of these movies, guys. So they're going to be first watches for me and my reaction. And you guys get to either commiserate with me because you understand my feelings or laugh because I'm silly. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to react to these. But we're going to be doing watch parties. So, and I think they're going to be really fun. And it's like not Nightmare for, maybe a bonus 14th film. Yes, we'll see about that one. I think that one might be fun to do. We have to do it. That will obviously be a late night stream because I think it would be funny as a late night stream. We're just sitting in here putting in all these A's. A. Now you see how they've got one that's split. There's an A and then something else and then an A. I take and I put a drill on each end of this 3, and then I can just put it in and I get both of them at the same time because I like figuring out things like that. You're silly. Yeah, Scream, Bride of Chucky, Uma. Let's see what else is there. Was there? I can't remember, but we do have. Let's see. Like I say, the ones that everyone thinks about, what Halloween movies that everybody should have watched, but not me. The Invisible Man, the one that Atwood's been trying to get me to watch forever, and I haven't watched it. So we'll watch that one. You feel like you're at Burger King or a fancy coffee shop with the music, only better because it's Mrs. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. Well, grab yourself a cup of coffee and then you'll feel like you're at a coffee shop. An overpriced cup of coffee. Get yourself a cup of coffees and then take $5 and burn it. At least $5, and that's how you will feel. So the only ones we have left are D's, and then we'll be finished with this one. Well, we're just kind of zipping through these. I don't know if I've just gotten, it's just gotten easier, or if I'm just, I don't know. But anyway. My hunger is spurring me on. And I hate, guys, that's what is so frustrating. It says, sweet is not in your vocabulary of describing you describing yourself adjectives. Well, I will. The 2020 Invisible Man, yes. So we're going to be doing the D's, and then that will be the end of this one. Whoops. Grab some wax with that. Have a little wax with that. Probably. I'm not sure. Stop the stream no later than 4:30, probably 4:15ish, so I can get something to eat, because I've just eaten and I'm still hungry. So I'm not sure what I'm going to eat. Ooby-doo. Forgot all these over here. I would have forgotten them too. There's some singles there. Let's. I think I remember how to do it. If not, I'll call you. Yeah, I watch it on the PlayStation. And so I have to do the party chat and try to remember how to do all that. So they were done with that section. Let's go ahead and pick another number before I put that one up, because if we need it. So here we go. What number? Hello and welcome, Belgian. Sparmet Dimitri, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We are going to be doing 31. Oh, this one is way down here in this corner. So I do a diamond painting, and the way I do my diamond paintings is I section them off and then I put numbers on them. And to make it more fun, I draw a number. So I don't know what section I'm going to be doing. This is our final product, though. It's going to be a dragon. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Let's move some of this here. I don't see any of these, so let me go ahead and put these up so I don't destroy them. And if I need them again, I'll get them. How did you find the channel? I'm not quite sure what. Let me see if I can see. Is it Sparmet Dimitri? I hope I pronounced that correctly. I do apologize if I don't. Is there a shortened name I can call you, or do you want me to call you Sparmet Dimitri? You're making a painting 101.5 meters long. Oh my gosh. I've got some that are not that big. I do these, or I've been working a lot on coasters, the things that you put drinks on, because I'm going to make them as a Christmas tree ornaments this year. So I'm working on getting this where we can see 31. So here's 31. 31 is way up here. So here we go. There's 31 right here. Let me put this here to kind of put that where it needs to go. So we're working on this section right here. Dimitri? Oh, okay. Very good. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. What is the... You found me on YouTube by typing diamond painting. Wonderful. I'm so glad. I do, on Tuesdays is when I do my diamond painting like this. On Fridays, for now, I'm doing coasters. Like I say there, I don't know if you know what a coaster is. It's like a little round circle, and you put your drinks on them. So on Tuesdays and Fridays right now, I do my diamond paintings. I do a morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So what time is it where you're at? And thank you for subbing. I have other diamond painting stuff on my page if you're interested in seeing them. I'm a fairly new diamond painter. So I really enjoy it. It's very relaxing to me. So I'm shedding. There was a hair. Okay. So let's see. Well, I'm so glad you're here. That's exciting. I've never had anybody that you found me on YouTube. It's 8:15 in the evening, so it's a 6-hour time difference. Well, I am so glad you're here. Well, I am going to subscribe to your channel because I'm looking at it and it looks like you have some neat stuff that you do. So I have subscribed to your channel also. So I'm looking forward to going over there and seeing what you do. What is the diamond painting? What is the subject of the diamond painting that you're doing? I'm really into dragons. I'm right at the moment. I was born in the year of the dragon. You do cash stuffing, and what is that? I was kind of. I'll have to look at the videos. It looks really interesting. Are they cards? That looks really fascinating. I'm really looking forward to checking out your channel. You're making oh my gosh. You make a white tiger. Oh my gosh. I bet that's beautiful. I would like that one too. I like sakura trees. That's like a cherry blossom tree. Oh my gosh. I bet you that's beautiful. I might have to search that to see if I could find it. It's big though. I don't know if I could do that. I don't have the space right now, but I could buy it, and then when I get the space, I can be one of those people that I'll eventually do it, and then 20 years later, and I do it. You save with challenges. Oh, interesting. Oh, that is okay, Dimitri. That is okay. If it is easier maybe for you to type something in your native language, and I can do a translate on it. I can see if I can do a translate. If it's something that's, hard for you to write in English, I have no problem trying to help with that. We had someone on. I do watch parties, and we were watching anime, and we had someone from Japan who was in the chat, and they were struggling, so they typed some of their comments in Japanese, and I just hit the translate button, and it was really nice that it helped take some of the pressure off of them. Absolutely, you can practice your English and type in English. Absolutely no problem. Like I say, I will take and try my best to understand if it's something that's a little more harder to translate. So on my channel, you can kind of see some of the stuff I've done. Some of the other things I do is I'm not doing them at the moment, but I do brick builds, not always Lego. I do other companies also, and I have quite a few of them. I was quite surprised. I'm working on getting them all categorized and all cleaned up, and and everything. But there's just not enough hours in the day sometimes. When you're doing your, I do the micro bricks. I do a lot of the small brick builds. Like I say, I have some Legos, but I have a lot of the mini building bricks or micro bricks, and they're fun, challenging, because they're small. You know they're small. Oh, you know what? This is blocked. I need to adjust the camera some. There we go. There, that makes it much better. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to block that. The 2's and the S's. I really hate the 2's and the S's, and there was something else in the 5's and the S's. They tend to, if they didn't have a different color background, I would be very confused. The 2's black, the 5's green, and the S is blue. So that does help. Thank you, Simply Steve. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I should do a dog. I have a dog diamond painting. But it's a bigger one, so I have to get my studio done, and I haven't been in there since my last big push. I'm converting a garage it's a closed-in garage into a studio, and I just need to get in there. What I need to do is say, Dad Man, come in here, and I just start handing them, say, donate, 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 garbage, 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 and just get it out of there. It's so full right now. I have little boxes of books that I'm going to take up to my sister's. I also do quilting, but I don't need 8 bazillion books on quilting. I kept the ones that I'd like to do. I like doing paper piecing. I've kept my knitting and crochet books. And I have some cross-stitch patterns, counted cross-stitch patterns that I've kept. So that is 2. So we're going to go ahead and do 3 and 4. So we're not going to put that one up because we use that one a lot. So let's go ahead and grab 3. I was trying to find something the last time when I used music for the no mic stream I had to do. Buddy said it was a little too chill. A little bit too chill. So I didn't want anything too relaxing where it would put you guys to sleep. But I also didn't want, heavy metal. So I had to find. So jazz is, I thought jazz was pretty good. Jazz was a pretty good. So what number is this? This is 3. I did all that for 2. Why did I do that? I wasn't even thinking. Oh well. There's that. Because I was talking with you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just added the music. A lot of them I didn't. I didn't have music to begin with. Doing the music, it kind of scared me because there's so much copyright stuff. And then I discovered that YouTube actually has a whole section of music that you can use. I would like to expand out a little bit, but right now I can use they have different licenses, but these are ones that you can play without, you don't have to make sure you have a name typed anywhere or anything like that. So I was like, okay, I can do this. And it does add a nice, because sometimes I get quiet and it's just quiet, and and so it's like, oh man, I wish there was noise here. I wish there was some noise here. Oh darn, look, there were all those threes. I totally missed them. I'm such a goofball sometimes. It sounds a bit like the Vince Guaraldi trio, the Linus and Lucy. Cool. I have some other choices that I thought I might mix them up, different streams, different music. But I'm still looking. I'll probably eventually look for music that's from different sources that I can get licensed music from. Dimitri, when you do your diamond paintings, do you start from the top to the bottom? Do you just kind of do them random squares? I do. I put mine into sections because I can't always finish a big area. Here we go. Okay, so what do we want to do next? Need to get my paper. I've got it covered. You do it right top to left bottom. I sometimes will do that. I started doing it this way because I stream most of mine, and I think it makes it kind of fun as a surprise, and it surprises me too. So I kind of even if I didn't do it live, I would number my squares and pick a number and decide and do it that way. Let's see. G, H, J, and K. So we only have this K, so let's go ahead and do this K, which is 16. The way I do my thing is this. It has a number, and then it has the symbol. Because I'm lazy and don't want to renumber these all the time, I just number these and just go by the number. And then I'll look at the legend to see which one I need. I only need one of these. So I'm not going to pull them all out. I'm just going to grab one out of here like that. And that's a K. And then we need an N, which is 17. There's only one N. Do you have a company that you like buying your diamond paintings from, or do you just find one you like and buy it? I'm kind of arbitrary. If I find one I like, I'll do it. So is there any Q? We're going to do the Qs. We've done the 18 will be Qs. Absolutely, and that's my philosophy. It sounds like you have the philosophy. You do what you like. You do it how you like doing it. Some people like using tweezers to place their drills. That would drive me insane. But hey, they're not me. So if it makes you happy to do that way, absolutely. Hello, Snortapoopus. How are you doing? I always say, do you how you enjoy doing it. I haven't done this for a long time, but I'll give suggestions and things, but if you don't want to do it, don't. It's okay. Life is too short. And my philosophy is pretty much the same as you do what makes you happy. And if I'm doing one of these and it doesn't make you happy, stop doing it. It's not worth it. Donate it to someplace. Give it to someone who would love doing it. But spending, a month on a project that you hate is not worth it. I had one that I wanted to finish it, but I got it off of a clearance thing. It wasn't expensive ish, but it was not, I could not return it. And the symbols were wrong. They had no symbols, so I was kind of guessing the colors. It was Van Gogh sunflowers, and I really wanted to do it, but it got to the point where I couldn't figure it out, and I wadded it up and threw it away because nobody else could do it. The drills, it just didn't make sense. It was frustrating, and it wasn't worth the agony. You know, if someone's paid me to do it, I would do it. But if I do a craft and I'm finding it's not good, I will say bye-bye to it. You have your own machine for making your paintings? How cool is that? That is really cool. I'm a little bit jealous. I have some software where I can kind of design a painting, but I don't have them that can make them. That's really cool. Very, very neat. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's kind of scooch these where they need to go. Move them, kind of fiddle with them a little bit. $19 is R, like a pirate. The machine is expensive, but after years you get your money's back. Yep. Sometimes you have to decide how much are you going to use it and see if it's worth it. My glasses keep hitting the light, so if you see the light shaking, it's why. I'm going to need to move this just a little bit because I hate having a reflection. Hello, there's the reflection. But there, we'll do it that way. So we're going to be doing R. Wait, we're doing R, which is 19. We go with R's. I don't know if I'm just getting faster with this painting or if it's getting easier. I am not 100% sure. Get all the R's. That's all the R's. Yeah, whenever you buy any kind of a machine, I have a friend who does 3D printing, and it's fascinating. And, you know, and I was kind of looking into it, and they're like, oh, it's not bad. You only, you know, for $300, which is $300 really is not a lot, but $300 can be a lot when you're investing. And I know my sister at her work, some of her engraving equipment costs tens of thousands of dollars. And it's, you know, equipment can be expensive. So we're doing 20, which is S. But if you use it, if you can find a way to make it profitable, then it is more than worth it. I had thought about, oops, oh my goodness, that was strange. I had thought about getting a thermal, a printer, and putting sublimation ink in it and making my own t-shirts that you can make as many as you want. The where the rub is if you want to make a profit, getting the t-shirts where they're cost effective. Yeah, 7,000. Yep. It's crazy. Like I say, if you know it's something you're going to use or do, or maybe work it as into a business, then yeah. Oh, so we got a bunch of A's and a couple U's, and then we'll be done with this section. We'll have done, this is our third section today. Wow, we are like trucking through here. And what time is it? I wish I need to put a clock where I could see it better. It's 2:38. Oh, wow, we're doing pretty good. So my goal is to get at least 4 sections done a stream, if possible. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but I want to get this done by May, the last stream in May, last Tuesday in May. So it does entail, I am going to have to do some impromptu streams to finish this, but I knew that was going to happen. So I might, U is 22. Let's go ahead and do 22. Oh, there's only 4. Oops. That is a 20. Let's put that in the 20. So we have some U's here. Taking U's out of an empty container. I'm so silly. U's are 22. Are U's 22? Let me check and make sure. I'm always checking to make sure because my brain forgets things really fast. And I'm always checking to make sure I'm not doing the wrong numbers. one of the first diamond paintings I did, I mixed up 2 colors, and it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't, I didn't have to redo them, but I was frustrated with myself. So I'm now very careful to have it where I can hopefully not mess up. I'm not going to say I'm not going to mess up, but so far, to my knowledge, I haven't messed up. But then that doesn't mean I haven't. But it looks good, so I don't have to stress over that. We have 28, which is going to be the final ones of these, which is a pretty dark teal color. So there we go with that. I'm going to move this just a little bit because these are bothering me. So here we go with our A's. Do I have it? I do have some singles. So let's go ahead and put these in the single spot. And thank you. I'm getting pretty, I think getting pretty good at being able to talk and do this. And I think the music helps me not stress so much over there being silence if I'm really focusing on a section. So that helps. Oops. That one flew way over here. Put some more wax on this. We're just finishing up these A's, and then we'll pick our, I think, one more section, and that will be our last section for today. Because all of a sudden, I can't say all of a sudden, it's like I ate literally 2 minutes before the show. Hey, Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips, how are you doing today, Wade? Hope you are doing well. Thanks for stopping by. We are finished with this section. Now I know there's some little tweaking and adjusting to do, but for right now, they're there. So we're going to set this aside for the moment. We're going to pick another number and see what number we're going to do. You're hungry now, buddy? So I'm not looking, and I'm going to pick a number. What number did I pick? I picked 26. Oh, the one right above it. I did not do that. Was it 26? Yeah, it is 26. So we're going to do 26. So we're going to do the one right in front on top of it. So here we go. We'll just continue. Okie doke. So let's see. We have 28s, which are A's. We'll look for the A's since we've already got it pulled out here. You've only had a cup of coffee, buddy. Get yourself something more to eat. You're a grown boy. You've been exercising too. You need to replenish all that energy you've expended. I think those are all the A's that I can see. Have a piece of. Okay, so we're going to put the A's up. Where's my release paper? Put that over that for right now. Hey, Connie Clary, how are you doing today? I hope your day is finding you well. Okay, so what letter are we going to do? Let me look here. Let's go ahead and start with, we'll do the 7s. So we'll do this one, 5, 6, 7s, and 8s. So we're going to start off with the 7s. So let me pour some 7s in here, like that. And here we go. So let's look for the 7s. Let's look for the 7s. Seven, 11, 7, 7. I got this movie called Slevin, Slevin. It's got the number 7 on it. I always talk about it because it rhymes with 7, and I'm doing 7s right now. Has anybody ever seen that movie? I got it at Goodwill. So it was a movie I didn't have, so I said, oh, let me go ahead and get it. I need to make my, they had it where you can buy 10 DVDs for $3. And so I needed to get a 10th, and I saw that, and I said, oh, what the heck. Let's go ahead and get it. So we got these 7s done. What number do we want to do next? We'll grab 6s. We'll do some 6s. No, it's not, I don't think it's 7. I think it has an L in it. I know the movie 7, I believe. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Maybe it is 7. Maybe my brain is putting two movies together, which has not been unknown. I've got to look it up now and see if it's actually. You're welcome, Figgy. Thank you for the break. Off to stream The Sims 4. See you soon. Well, have fun. Have fun. Lucky number Slevin. That's what it's called. Lucky number Slevin. Slevin. It's a crime thriller, it says. And it has Josh Hartnett, Lucy Liu, Bruce Willis, Stan Tucci, Ben Kingsley, and Morgan Freeman. Okay, 2006. New crime thriller. Oh, okay. Lucky number 11 was what I was talking about. Yeah, 7 is a horror film. I haven't seen 7. I haven't seen Lucky number 11 either. So we're going to do 6s here. You know what? I did see one scary movie. I don't know if you'd call it a horror movie or not. and it was called The Frighteners, and it had Michael J. Fox in it. Have you guys seen that one? That one was a good movie. So it's not like I haven't watched scary movies. It's just I haven't watched a lot of the mainstream ones, I guess. So we are doing number 6 here. I did see Orphan. Orphan was good. But I agree. If you haven't seen Orphan, I'm not going to say a lot. I'm just going to make a little comment. Who truly was the evil one in that movie? I'm just going to leave it at that. And if you have watched it, you probably know who I'm talking about, was the evil one. Who really was the monster in that movie? Okay, I think that's all the 6s, and then we'll do 5s. And then we'll do number 2s, because I don't think there are any 4s. Oh, there are some 4s. We'll do the 4s. Well, 6, 5, 8s. 8s are what we're looking for. I don't think there are any 8s. You have to watch the horror Slither. So Slither is, I will tell you right now, Dimitri, I am kind of a chicken. So later this year, near the Halloween season, September, October, I am going to be for the first time watching 13, if we're doing a 13 Nights of Horror. And I'm going to be watching 13 horror films I haven't watched. Now, I haven't watched a lot of the mainstream American horror movies like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Scream. All those I'll be watching. Oh, thank you, Wes Cagle. We have a super sticker. Thank you so much. And it is a little puppy dog saying bravo. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get to where I can pop it up here. Thank you for that, Wes Cagle. And hello. So I'm going to be watching, like I say, horror movies for the first time, a lot of them this year. So, and it's funny because I'll watch some horror movies and I'm okay. And then others, it's like, oh, I can't watch it. So I'm very hypocritical, I guess, in my horror movie viewing habits. I have to really make sure I enunciate the word horror, or it sounds like I'm saying another word, which is not the word I intend. I love Rutger Hauer. See, Buddy Hepburn says 7 is a Buddy Hepburn says 7 is a good crime thriller. Other good films in that style are Bone Daddy with Rutger Hauer. I love Rutger Hauer. Resurrection with Christopher Lambert, and Striking Distance with Bruce Willis. Cool. And Slither is about an alien bloodsuckers that take over the world. Oh wow. See, I'm going to tell you, it depends on how it's bloody. And it's because I have watched bloody movies. If they're not, this is going to seem like very weird, but sometimes, they just have the gore just for the sake of the gore, and that drives me crazy. But if there's a reason for it, it doesn't bother me per se. But if it's just killing and gore just to have it in the movie, then no. Whoops. That one didn't come off with a little sticker thing. There we go. Yeah, gore for the sake of gore is not something, but if it's like a crime movie, something like that, I probably it wouldn't bother me as much as just some slasher movies. Not all of them, but some that are just blood for the blood. A movie that I watched that was extremely disturbing was Rutger Hauer movie, The Hitchhiker. Oh my gosh, an extremely disturbing movie. The Hitcher, not The Hitchhiker, The Hitcher. They did a remake of it, I think, which I refused to watch because I love the original one so much. But an extremely disturbing movie. But it was done well. Sometimes when they do the more violent scenes and they leave some of it to your imagination, I think is worse than when they show it all. Because I tell you, your imagination, woo, can go absolutely crazy. See, I wouldn't want to see any of the Terrifier movies. And you've almost got me to where I'll watch the Saw movies, Atwood. Atwood has showed me some of the the scenes and the behind the scenes, which is fascinating how they do their practical effects. So almost, but not quite there yet for the Saw movies. At least they have there's a reason that he's doing what he's doing. It doesn't make it right. Blind Fury, yes. I like Lady Hawk too, so that just kind of shows how different his movies are. Blind Fury was really good. I think that was based on a Japanese movie. I'm not 100% sure. But yes, I really like Rutger Hauer. Of course, you can't talk about Rutger Hauer without talking about the movie. It's just now popped out of my head, so I can't talk about it. Tell me the movie. When you think of Rutger Hauer, what's the movie you think of? Blade Runner. Thank you. It came into my head. So, yeah. I like Rutger Hauer. His eyes, to me, were always so... They were just piercing. Yes, thank you, Blade Runner. Yes. All of a sudden, I hate it when you're talking. I'm like, well, I'm going to keep talking with the hopes that the name of this movie that I say you can't ever forget pops into my head because apparently I forgot it. I can be such a goober sometimes. I never thought this would be a topic we get onto. This is really very good. But he says the original Saw is good, didn't care for the ones after and stopped with 4 or 5. And Atwood says he hated 4 and thought they went too far in 5. They went too far in 4, but 5 and 6 are good though. So yeah, how many were there? There 10 Saw movies or something? That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Crazy. So we're done with our two. Nope, we're not done with our twos. I thought we were done with our twos, but we're not. Twos. There's some twos right here. Okay, so we have twos. Let's see. Let's work on. There are some fours. Let's go ahead and do the fours. Are there ones? No. Are there threes? There's no ones or threes, but there are some fours. So let's go ahead and do the fours. That's crazy. I do think the movies are rather interesting that the people are punished. They've done something wrong. And like I said, I have not seen them. It's just from a lot of the recaps. But basically, and that would correct me if I'm wrong, but they have done something wrong. They're not good people. And he exacts their punishment kind of in the way that they've hurt people. And they get to choose. And so there's an out, but, you know, it might entail you have to slice off your arm or, you know, work together or something, you know. And so I find that intriguing. It does not make him right, but it makes it at least bad. Yes. And yeah, you cannot actually do without the main character because it's actually a person. It's not someone behind a mask. It's actually his personality and sometimes some of the stuff that happened with him. So very interesting. Like I say, I have not watched any of them. A lot of this I got with Atwood making me watch the death kills or the how they did it behind the scenes, which are fascinating to me, the practical effects, and some interviews and stuff like that. It's very interesting. Like I say, it might be one that I would be willing to take a chance on doing. Yes, this sums it up. It's a bad guy who's trying to get rid of other bad guys to make himself seem good. That describes it perfectly. You know, every time he does something and he gets very sanctimonious, we as viewers are like, oh, what a you see the hypocrisy in it. So what year did the Chainsaw movie start? We've done the K's. I hope those were K's. These were supposed to be 4s. Oh, shit. I got to talking and I did those all wrong. So you know what we're going to have to do? We have to move all of these. I didn't do the K's yet. K's are 16. Snap a dab. See, I got to talking about Saul. See, Saul is evil. I did all the wrong ones here, so I got to pick all these up, guys. And they belong on 4. Shit. Oh, that pisses me off. Okay, guys, you're going to have to listen to the music a second because I've got to pull these all off. Because we're doing not K's, we're doing 4s, and I put all the 4s on the K's. Yes! Oh, I'm so ticked off at myself. I got to chatting, and I messed up. So we will, anything that's a K, we're going to put it over here, and they are incorrect. They're actually incorrect. I can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid. I just got to chatting away and started doing K's. Control Z, I know. There's quite a bit of them here. So let's see if we can do more than one. I gotta be careful about picking up the adhesive. I'm so irritated with myself. I totally ignored. I probably could have just flip-flopped these, but I'm not going to. Totally did the wrong one. This is where you make the decision. Am I going to, whoops, I just flung those. Well, they'll be where they'll be. No, there's one way over there. This is where you do make that decision. Am I going to, okay, that's a 4. We're going to leave this one here. I'm going to start moving some of these over to the 4s. So this is a 4. That's a 4. So if it's around a K, then I'm going to work these around here. Whoops. You guys, if you ever do this with a knife, with a little X-Acto knife, be careful because the end is sharp. And I'm really trying to carefully not slice myself. But this is have a thinner blade that does make them easy to pick up. So I just need 2, so we're going to take 3 of these. Well, I'm glad I figured it out now before I did another green. That would have been awful. That was quite a bit that I had messed up there. It's all Jigsaw's fault. Yeah, it's all Saw's fault. That's who I'm blaming. So we'll just move these over to here. And there we go. That's the 4s, guys. Not that many there. Well, we have 1 there. Okay, so that's all the 4s. What a Goomba I was. But you know what? I am going to do K's now because I now want to cover them because I don't want to see them anymore. They piss me off. So we're going to cover the K's. I am going to cover the K's, but it's not necessarily because they piss me off. It's because I'm going to. What's going to be bad now is that those have adhesive on them, so now they're going to stick everywhere. Stick where they're not supposed to. Okay, so the 4s that were literally this many that I put 8 bazillion on, the K's, we're now going to do the K's. And the K's are 16. Is the K's really 16? Yes, the K's are 16. They're not even a green, they're a brown, so I'm glad I just pulled them off. So we're doing K's, everybody, K's. So when you see me not doing K's, say, are you doing K's? And I'll go, yes, of course I'm doing K's. And then I'll take them all off because I'm doing, I don't know, J's or something. So we're doing K's. The first, okay, so the first saw came out in 2004, so they're 21 years. Wow. And the last one came out last year, right? Control Z, I know that's what I felt like. K's. We're doing K's. Not any other. I'm not even going to say another letter because I don't want to accidentally get that letter in my brain. We're doing K's. Okay? So 2023. Okay, so 22 years. Wow, that's a lot. So here we're doing K's. So here my youngest. Hey, youngest. You're tired? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, go back to bed. There's some chicken. Okay, well, there's some chicken. It's not in the plastic bag. That's just, it's in a, did you find the black container? Okay. Sorry, guys. My studio was in the living room, so I was becoming a mom for a moment. Well, I'm always a mom. Or some people say I'm always a mother. Ha ha ha. Sorry. Oh yes, I'm so glad I changed that because that green where all this was, where this brown is, it would have been awful. It's not chicken, it's lava chicken. Well, let me put the cover on this because I don't want to get stabbed. I lost the cover, everybody, and I'm using a Bic pen cover, and it works really good. So we're doing K's, 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 K's. K's, 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 K's. Okay, I believe that's all the K's. Very good. Okie doke. So let's see, what's 15? J's. We'll do the J's next, which is 15. Which is right beside this. Now we're going to do 15, which are the J's. Oh, I am so glad. I am so glad I took those off of the K's. They weren't even close to the same color. It would have been so jarring. Well, here are the J's. The J's are done. I love that emoji. The laughing. The laughing dudes. I love that. It's a lava chicken ball. So let's see. Okay. So we're done with this. So let's see what do we got to do next, Mario? Bum, 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 bum. Let me go ahead and do the D's, the lowercase d's, which are 29 here. And I'm just going to, there's not that many. I've got to move this light. It is now officially annoying me. I keep hitting it with my glasses. There we go. So D, we'll put it the right direction. D. And we're going to grab a couple. I'm going to use this. Save the print, exactly. I'm just grabbing a bunch of them here, and we're just going to kind of plop them on here, and then we'll move them where they need to go, because I do not want to pour these in a tray. So just need to get 3 more D's, it looks like. Oh, there's, oh, I probably should have dumped them in the tray now that I see. Oh well. we've committed to doing it this way, so we will do it this way. We are committed. So I see that there's some here that I missed, that I should have just poured them in a tray and it would have made it easier. But oh well. We'll put some D's there. Oh my gosh, there's a lot more D. I probably should just pour it and commit to it, but it's now become an issue with me. And because it's become an issue, I am going to make it work. Dag nabbit. One fell. Where did it fall? I heard it fall. Where did it fall to? Oh, it's way over there. Okay. So. There is, I see it. There's a piece of hair that is driving me crazy. Where did it go? I usually pull my hair back, but I didn't this stream. And I sometimes have fun vision things. I have little spots that float in front of my eyes. They're called floaters, and it just happens. Sometimes as you age, and so I can't tell if it's actually something on the mat or if it's something I'm imagining. So it becomes quite interesting sometimes when you see me trying to grab something and there's nothing there. Okay, so we've done the D's. So we'll put the D's back over here. Now let's see, what numbers do we want to do? Do I want to do 5? Do I want to do letters? Let's do 5. Let's get 5 done. Hey, Penny. Did the little one finally fall asleep this morning? It's so hard when they're fighting sleep. Okay, so we're doing, let's see, we're doing 5s. 5, 5, 5. Not S's, but 5s. Let's see, we'll put 5 there. I know. In about 1.5 hours, I'll be over at Agent Atwood's channel. He will be streaming The Last of Us. I had to think to make sure I did it correctly. Is that correct? The Last of Us. And I will be commentating. I've never seen the game before. It is a one-person game, so it's not like one we could play together. And it's not one that I would probably get and play. So it's fun to watch. And it's kind of, I like the story so far. Some of the characters annoy me, but people annoy me in real life too. People annoy everybody at some point. Certain people annoy certain people. I don't care how good-natured you are. There is going to be somebody in this world that's going to annoy you. So we're done with the 5s. We got 1 6 I need to push in. So let me dump these out and then we'll get the 6s. So we have that. So we have, let's see, let me do, oops, I meant to do that 1 6. So we have 6. We only have a few ends. Let's see, where are their ends? Ends are 17. So N, Q, R, and S's. So we have N's, we have Q's, we have S's. So, okay, so we'll go ahead and do these ends. Ends. Trying to just pick them up one at a time. In. So there's the ends. The Q's, 1, 2, 3. We don't have that many Q's. The Q's are 18. I'm going to go ahead and just pick the Q's out of here. So we have a 2, so those will go there. Then we have another 2, they'll go there. And we have 2 more, and they'll go there. So let's get this one. Well, I say that maybe it was just 1. So we'll grab one more Q. Q, 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 Q. Okay. So we have S's, and S's are 20. There are no R's, which is that one. So let's go ahead and pour in some S's here. I'm going to grab a new tray because this one seems like it's getting a little not as helpful. So here's some S's. Sometimes yes, Dimitri, I agree. Sometimes I annoy myself. Yes, oops, that's not the right color green. That green goes somewhere else. I'll just put it in here, and if we ever need a spare one, I'll check. I annoy myself when I do something that I know is stupid, but I do it anyway, and I get so annoyed with myself. Oh, I left a couple of R's up here out, but that's okay. We'll get them. Actually, we never did the R's. Let's see. Did that work? Wow. So I think that's all the S's. Whoops. And yes, come over at 5 o'clock to Agent Atwood's gaming channel, and enjoy us watching some The Last of Us. There, I got it. See, I got to think death and last, and then that way I'll remember it. So there's like 5 R's, and R is 19. So let's open up this 19 here. We'll grab them real quick. Okay, and then we have U's and V's. U's are 22s. That's okay. So that's a I believe this is a 20. Pop it in there. Okay. So we're going to do U and a V. U is 22. Which is a dark, dark brown. How pretty is that? And that's U's. Oops. I wonder if I'm, nope, that won't work. So I'm not going to do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Excuse me. Didn't have time to mute the mic, so we got U's. I think I'll have time for one more. One more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Dimitri. I hope to see you next time, and I'm going to check out your channel and see what you have there. That looks very interesting. So thank you. Look, the crafting also. We'll see what it is. So we have V's. V's are 23. Let's see, what time is it? So we're going to go ahead and work on these. And come on, silly. Okay, so there is that section. I'm going to leave this out. Well, I'm going to put it in because I kind of like starting with the blacks. The number 2s, they work the best. And this diamond painting, the background color. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw one more number here. Have a good one, Dimitri. And the number we're going to do right now is 23. Wait, is it 23? Yeah, 23. So it's right here we're going to be doing. This will be our final section for today. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with we'll do T's. We'll start with the T's right up here in this corner. Okay, T is 21. And it's a red, pretty red. So here we go. We're going to start here. I'm going to put that one. That's a corner. So these other corners are defined. So we're pretty good now. So let's look at all the T's. I don't know how many there are. Maybe not as many as I thought, but that's okay. In the long run, I think this might make it easier. So I think that's all the T's. When I did bigger sections, I needed release paper on them, but I don't have to with these smaller sections. It gives me more numbers, but I feel like I feel more accomplished. So we did T's. Now we're going to look and see. There's U's. U's are next. We're going to put the T's. Only thing I do the release paper for is I do cover this up when I'm pouring out my drills in case they spill, in case there's an earthquake or I have a seizure or something and the drills go everywhere. So, not that I'm prone to seizures, but there's always a first, isn't there? Oh, it's caught under my fingernail. That is too funny. Okay, so we're going to do 22, which is U's. U's, let's see how many U's there are. I think there'll be enough that I'll go ahead and put them in. U's. A darker color. Oops. So some U's here. Let's see. We have this corner here. I think this is going to be really pretty when it's done. So that looks like it's all the U's. As I always say, do directors and cinematographers know how to properly light and shoot black and white anymore? I do think there are some that do. But it's not only just the lighting. Gosh, you need to have the makeup is different and everything. That's one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is that they wore their makeup was much different than in color photography because it was black and white. So they had to do colors that did intensities, and it wasn't necessarily the color. So some colors might look really strange if you saw them in color today. Oh, we're going to do some bees here. So let's. I think there are directors that do, but I think there's a lot of them that don't want to. So we need to cherish those that still want to film in black and white and do it well. Those are all the V's. I think, if at all possible, we need to support directors and companies that are doing video, films, shorts, whatever, and cinematic techniques that are going away, and also in animation techniques. I think animation is it's, yeah, there's CGI, but I don't think a lot of this, the traditional will always be there. I still think we need to support them, but the black and white, big time cinematographers and shows, we need to watch and support them, because it's a you have to do everything. It's different. It's not the same as color photography. So we got all these done. So we did that. Do we have any 2s or 3s? We have 5s. So let's do the 5s, the 6s, and the 8s. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 8s first, because there's just those few that are down there, but I am going to dump it because I'm bleeding here. And I know some diehard people that refuse to watch black and white. They just refuse to. And I said, why? They said, because they'll spend my whole time wondering what color their hair is. I'm like going, okay. Okay, you don't deserve to watch black and white. There's one thing, I mean, I know there's people that don't like black and white. They just don't like it, and that's okay. I don't care. But at least, those people have tried it, And, and talking about colorization, it is not something I'm in favor of per se. Yes, exactly, Snorter Poop. It's the costumes and sets in old black and white were in odd colors. Also, their makeup, their lipstick, and all that stuff is in odd colors because they contrasted better for black and white. Exactly. And I have no problem with colorization. I won't watch it. But my thing is do not get rid of the original. And that's one of the biggest complaints I have about George Lucas redoing some of the movies is not, I mean, if he wanted to redo them, they're his movies, he can redo them, but not keeping the original available. I mean, if you had it, but it's really hard to find the original Star Trek. I'm pulling my hair up, guys, because I'm getting hot. And that's one of my biggest complaints is, if you want to change it, okay, but can you do like a director's cut or a whatever and keep the original available. That's all I ask. Whoops, thought I had a color there. Guess I did not. Well, that was when they, I don't know if that's true or not, Atwood. Oh, you posted those in the, I love this conversation, sort of poopus. What number are we doing? 6. The way they did the transition from the Technicolor from the black and white to the Technicolor was fascinating, and it was very practical. I've watched this show, Dead Zone. It had Anthony Michael Hall in it, and a lot of their effects. You look at them, you go, "Oh wow, that's so awesome." And it was trickery. It wasn't CGI. It wasn't anything. It was like they would spin the camera around and the room would change, or the whatever. It would be like they would start and they would move the camera and people would be ducking, crawling underneath the camera view and all this stuff. It was very practical how they did it. It was really quite interesting. So this is 6, so we're going to do 5s now. I think we got all the 6s. See, they should never colorize the black and white part of Wizard of Oz. I don't know if they have. I wouldn't put it past somebody, but that would just destroy the movie totally. But the way they did that was for the Wizard of Oz is that they had the set inside the house was all painted in gray tones, and they had somebody who with the backside that played Dorothy, and she was, all her clothes were gray tones. And so when she opened the door, so everything was shot in color on that scene with color film. So when the one Dorothy opened the door, and then when it showed the Judy Garland Dorothy in all the colorful clothes, then walked out into the Technicolor Oz. I thought that was really cool, how they did that. And Buddy says the original gold tunic, like Kirk's in TOS, were really a green color, but the fabric and lights filmed it as gold yellow. That's why Kirk's wraparound tunic made from different fabrics are green. Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's an important thing that people, the lights, it does cause them. You even look at these when I'm doing it, the lights that I have, you can't, with this, the light underneath, you can't necessarily see all the true colors of it even here. Um, so lighting is a big deal. Lighting can really affect a lot. Oops. Gosh. Being a goob. Being a Goomba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And being a... There we go. Okay, so we've done with these. So let's put these up. So we're going to do the A's, the C's, and the F's. We're going to do these yellows up here first. Han Solo's, let's see, Han Solo's blue Hoth snow jacket was brown in reality, but on film it's blue. All figures Pop Focus were blue until they did an archive line with brown. Yes, you're what? Well, it's a. I love talking about stuff like this. It's okay. I was wondering why you kind of brought it up, but I'm like, hey, I'll go with it, ma'am. I'm cool. I do not know if this color slid somewhere or not. I do not see it, so we'll just slide it in here. People were really mad about them not being blue. Well, they have their perceptions of what, and unless you explain to me, they're going to get upset because it's not what it quote should be. We're going to do A's, the AC's, and the F's. I'm in the it's blue camp. LOL. It's the same thing, Who shot first? We know who shot first. Well, that was a lot of for nothing. I'm like, why do you have to change some things? But like I say, if you're going to change them, at least, keep the original. So we're going to do C's now. Did all this work for that, but if you don't, then it's going to take longer too. You can miss post anytime you want, Snortapoopus. Anytime. I am always fascinated how they some of the stuff they did, like for Psycho. The let's see, this is 10. What's 10? 10 C's. What they how they made the blood look like blood. And I'm always curious what it looked like in real life. Well, it's the same when they do advertising shoots. If they're, ice cream can be, if ice cream is not the product, ice cream can be, it's shortening, Crisco. And I've seen where they have ice cubes and they're made of is it silicone? I don't know what it is, but they're reusable. People think the African Queen is colorized and that the black and white is the original. It was filmed and released in Technicolor, but the color prints are poorly degraded, so they look bad. They look like bad colorizations. And that's another sad thing, is that a lot of our films, old films, are gone because they didn't keep care of them. They didn't think about preserving, and costumes, iconic costumes are no longer. You could see them in, different movies because they were costumes. They were not meant to be kept. And I cannot remember who started with the preservation. They bought all the costumes of a movie they did. It was an actress, and I don't know who it was. But that kind of started the entire preserving costumes for historical sake. And I do not know who the actress is, which kind of is sad, but I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and do the F's. And the F's are 12. 1 second. So we're doing our F's. F's. So the F's are done. Now we're going to start with the Q's and the R's over here. Whoops, I almost put the wrong paper on top. That would have been bad. Because that paper would have stuck. So what letter are we going to do next, everybody? We're going to be doing, let's see where the Q's. Q is 18. So let's look at what 17 ends. Are there any ends? No. So we'll go ahead and do the Q's. And then we'll do the R's. Q's are 18, correct. Q's are 18. Q, Q, Q. Q, isn't that the guy on Star Trek? Q. I would love to have a setup where I could have a tray for each one of my colors, and then I just pull them out as I need them, and they have covers on them so they're safe, but I would probably spill them. So that looks like that's all the cues. So we'll dump these in here. So we're going to do R's now. R's are 19. Yep, 58 minutes. This is my last section for today. And then at 5 o'clock, I will be over on Agent Atwood Gaming, his channel, watching The Last of Us. I got it correct. The Last of Us. No. Yeah. The Last. Oh, see, now I'm confused. Is it The Last of Us? Am I correct? Did I say the right name, or did I mess it up again? Because the story of us is about The Last of Us is they're running where people are running out. I hope I said it right. I am such a goob. The Last of Us. I don't understand why I just cannot get that name to stick in my head. I always want to say the other one, and I'm like, wait, no, wait. So I just have to remember it's about people dying, and so it's last. It's about zombies and things like that. So the end of the world, the virus, whatever it is. Yes. And then I should remember the name. Okay, I think that's all the R's. R's. Oops, nope, I lied. There's some R's down here. R. So that's all the R's. So we'll do S. S is 20. I don't like her. I don't even know one song she sang. The Story of Us is Bruce Willis and Michelle. See, well, I knew it was something. We're doing S's. And then the next one we'll do our Z's, and then we have the lowercase letters. And then we'll be done. So here we go. S. I'm so glad I fixed that one. that would have driven me crazy. I would have had to take the entire section off if I did more than I should have. I'm glad I noticed it when I did. Oh, I left a 2. Let me grab this 2 real quick right here. We're just doing some S's here. S-C-S-S-S-S-S-S-S. I need to be careful. I almost chattered something that probably wouldn't have been appropriate. We have S's. S's are done. Then we're going to do Z's. The only song I like by her isn't even her song. She's a feature on the song by a band I like. And Buddy says the Shake It Off song is the only one I kind of like, mainly because singing along with it while jumping up and down upsets my brother, LOL. The only one I like by her that's actually her song, I guess, is You Need to Calm Down. I don't even know any of those songs. I have no desire to to even listen to any of her songs. So if they're ever on any playlist that I get, I skip it. So there's a V there. I got to do this V. It's going to drive me crazy. V is 23. So this is 27, which is Z. So we're doing Z's. Z's. So that's all the Z's. Z, Z, Z. Z, Z. That was ZZ. Sorry. Gosh, we were going to see a movie and they had that Swift movie out. whatever the concert or whatever. It was like ridiculous. Okay, so 28 is A. We do have A's. But I am going to do this 1D because it's bothering me. Oh no, there's a bunch of D's. Never mind. Never mind. So we're going to do the A's, which is 28. 28 is the A's. So here we go. I tell you, cleaning out the trays with this a little bit of alcohol really helps them when you're making your shaking the drill so that they line up. Makes them line up easier. Oh, there was an A. It was a single A right there. So that's all the A's, and we just have these D's, and then we'll be finished for the day. So the A's are 28, correct? I shouldn't have closed that one, but I did. So here we go with this. And so now we need D's. D's are 29. I always get nervous when it gets low like this, because I'm like, oh no. I have a little bit of, I'm going to kind of look. We've got some D's there. Okay, maybe it'll work. And if not, I'll just grab some of a whitish color. I'm sure I can find something that would work. But I love it. It says, if you don't have all the drills, contact, you know, but there's no number anywhere to contact. It's quite funny, I think. So here we go with our final color for today. It is this whitish color. Oh, my nose started itching. Yes. Come on over to Atwood's channel in about, what time is it? What did you say? About 45 minutes. And enjoy The Last of Us. There we go. I said it right again. Okay, so we have finished what we are going to do today. Let me go ahead and put these in here. And we're going to take number 2, and the ones that I had put in this tray over here, we're going to dump them into here, and hopefully they'll all fit, because they were in 2 trays before, 2 little containers. So there we go, everybody. We have finished 4 sections, I think. 1, 2, 3, 5 sections. Maybe it was 4 sections. I don't remember. But anyway, we have finished them. Something just fell. A drill. In my hand. Okay, so we're going to raise this up just a little bit, so hopefully you can see it a little better. Let me get these turned here. Raise it up this way first, and let's tighten this away, and then we'll push this up this away, and we'll turn this away. So here we have the dragon. We're starting to see the snout here. Oh my gosh, that is just absolutely, and there's the bottom. This is so pretty, you guys. I am really, really liking this. So that is where we're at with this painting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 more to go. So sections to go. So I will probably be doing some impromptu streams, because let's see how many we have. What, 2 more Tuesdays? I like the colors that I do too, and I have another one that is from the same kit. I got 2 of these. I got 2 of these for like $7. So this is like a $3.50, guys. This is how much it cost me to get this. I'm loving it. I really am loving it. But I've got another one that is similar to this that I'm not going to do next month. I'm going to do something different next month. I might do another dragon, but a kind of quick one, because there will be some days I'm out of town that I can't bring all this. I'll just bring some coasters to work on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate your support. It really, really means a lot to me. So I'm going to do a quick bit of a little promotion. Monday through Wednesday and Friday, I have my morning musings with Mrs.DMW55. We have birthdays, celebrations, puzzles, and memes. Next Tuesday, I'll be continuing working on this dragon. So please come back and watch it then. Tomorrow, I'll be showing some anime in the afternoon. We're only going to be watching Cowboy Bebop this week, because last week we only watched JoJo due to some technical difficulties. So we'll have 6 episodes of Cowboy Bebop this coming Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be puttering in Fortnite at 5 p.m. It could be Lego, Creator Made, Battle Royale, whatever I feel like doing. But that is a Thursday at 5 p.m. This coming Friday at 1, I'm going to be working on my Christmas ornaments. They're coasters, diamond painting coasters. I have finished, whoops, didn't mean to do that. I have finished, trying to get to it. I have finished Jack, Oogie Boogie, let's see, that's Lock, Shock, and Barrel. And tomorrow and Friday, I'll be working on Sally, Zero, and the Mayor. So that's Friday at 1 p.m. And then at midnight, we'll be watching Young Sherlock Holmes. And at 10 a.m., we'll have some Saturday morning cartoons. Mythic Warrior, Super Mario Brothers, Animaniacs, and the classic cartoons like Popeye and Betty Boop. Then at 3 p.m. on Sunday, we'll watch The Pretender. And Mondays at 8, it is Batman the Animated Series. So I believe that's all my promotions there. And if you'd like to support me through YouTube, you can with super stickers, super chat, super memberships, and the membership gifting. And I once again would like to thank Wes Cagle for the $5 super sticker. It was a cute little corgi, I think a little corgi kind of dog, holding up a Bravo sign. So thank you so much for that, Wes Cagle. So those are ways that you can support me. So let's see. Whoops, I'm in the wrong thing here. Here we go. There, now I can move it forward. If you would also like to support me in ways that are not through YouTube, you can buy me a cup of coffee or check out my creator wish list on throne.com. And those are both under Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. You can mail things to me at P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. My streams and VOD. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, Twix, Threads, and Discord. There are all the addresses. You can also check out my about pages on my YouTube and Twitch, and they have all that information there hyperlinked already. So everybody, thank you so much. In about 40 minutes, I'm going to be over at Agent Atwood's channel. Here is the link to it right there. Come on over while we are watching. I'm going to be watching the playthrough of The Last of Us by Agent Atwood, of course, and commentating on it as we play, because I've never watched it before. So it'll be really, really fun. So that's in 40 minutes, guys. Come on over and support Agent Atwood. I would greatly appreciate it, and so would he. So on that note, I am going to say, see you next time. Remember to be kind, to show love. You're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to see you in 40 minutes over at Agent Atwood's gaming channel. Bye-bye.